Very pretty rendition of the national anthem there, Vince, from the Brook Hill Choir there.
Yeah, that was great.
It's a little bit different. We talked about this pregame. Grace has a little bit of a band, but no band at Brook Hill. So we got the drum line here. Kind of a different feel for the Taps game. But man, it doesn't like any of the school spirit here. You got the bodyguards down here to our right.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got the cheerleaders and football team. We got the coin toss coming up here at midfield. I like those orange on orange, man. It looks.
I love it too. It's amazing. It reminds me of Denver Broncos.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, reminds me of the Denver Broncos.
42, Blake Harmon, number 66, is set.
So you can hear as our mic is picking it up. It's very windy out there tonight.
Yeah, that wind picked up probably in the last hour or so.
It definitely could be a factor at some point.
I don't know if it's gonna be a factor for Brook Hill's #1 kicker, Zigby. I hope I'm saying that right. You know, the 6-foot kicker.
Hey, was it a Zigby?
A Zigby.
A
Sorry.
Zigby.
There
I like
we go.
it. Oh yeah, he's warming up down there.
Yeah, see, it's nothing for him.
Let's see what the happens here. It's like Grace won the toss. Let's see what they do here. Or maybe they didn't. Let's see what they say. Okay, so Brook Hill won the toss. They're going to defer, and they're going to kick off to Grace, going right to left on your TV or phone or whatever you're watching tonight's game. Don't forget, if you haven't gotten our NETsn app yet, make sure you check it out. You can watch the games live on there. Also, YouTube.com. So if you're watching a game tonight, make sure you share it with all your friends. Should be a good one here in Bullard tonight.
I don't know if you can hear it, but man, it is getting real loud.
Uh-oh, yeah, hey. It's game time. You got to pretty much.
Time to go.
There's not many seats to be had across the way. I do like the way they've got it. It's almost. I know it's not the same as NAC, but it's got the NAC feel with the grass on the side.
Yeah.
At SFA, like where you can sit up on the hill. I
And
mean,
you
there were
see-
people. I got here like 5:30, Vince, and there was already chairs lined up over here. People getting their spot.
They don't want to sit in the stands. They want to be out there. That's their spot.
Yep.
You know. And I wish you could see this view for everybody at home. I mean, they're out there. They are all in the grass. They ready.
All right. Well, the Zigby's ready to go. Looks like the coaches are chit-chatting with the refs before we get started here. And man, I'm ready. I'm up. I feel like I'm ready to go play myself. I didn't play football, but I feel like I could go play right now.
They're playing some good music right now and stuff. I'm getting hyped. I'm ready to go.
Oh, we're missing 2 officials.
Oh no, let's roll. Let's go. Yeah, we ain't waiting on that. Let's go. We don't need no officials, no way. Let's get it rocking.
So that's interesting. I don't know that I've ever had a game be delayed for the officials not being here. Have
Brett,
you ever had one of those?
No. And I'm gonna tell you something. We didn't show up here for no officials tonight. Somebody got to take a L. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. That's what we're here for.
I don't know. You might need the officials in this rivalry, Vince. I mean, it was intense. Last night I went to Grace. My nephew plays on Brook Hill on the JV.
Okay.
And I went and watched him play. And it was a 28-26 win for Grace.
Close one. Okay.
Kind of way it ended up. So Brook Hill lines up for a field goal to win.
Yeah.
They're probably around the 15 or 20-yard line. So it was a makeable field goal.
Yeah.
Grace blocks the kick. The Brook Hill player picks it up and runs around end and gets about a yard or two short and gets knocked out of bounds.
Oh,
and that was the game. I mean,
wow.
So if this game is half as good as that game last night, we're in for a treat tonight.
Yeah. Man, are we gonna wait? Let's go. Let's get it.
I mean, where are these officials coming from?
It don't even matter. Let's kick this ball off.
What's the thing in wrestling, man? Just grab somebody out the back.
Somebody with some stripes on their shirt.
Just bring them in there.
These boys are ready to go. I'm ready to go.
I know. I mean, they're chomping at the bits. I'm sure.
Man, I got goosebumps. Starting to sweat.
Well, we can look at a couple scores while we're sitting here waiting. They got Dangerfield Timpson 6-6 with looks like 8:25 left in the second quarter. So that one's already in the second quarter.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for some scores here. I don't know if that's right or not, but it looks like that Longview game is 0-0 still. So I'm gonna double check it.
Yeah, this is an interesting. I've seen delays for weather, for injury, a lot of things. Just never the referees not being here. You got any other scores over there, Vince, yet? I know it's early.
So I got Tenaha and Joaquin. Tenaha is up 9-0 right now.
Ooh.
In the first quarter.
Joaquin's struggling early, Vince.
Yeah, I don't understand what that's about. I mean, last year they finished strong, and I mean they didn't get where they wanted to go, but they really have a good offense. I don't know what's happening right now.
Maybe people are starting to figure it out.
Nah.
Maybe they're watching ARP's. Maybe they're watching ARP's film.
Maybe.
Schmeek Dog did a good job over there that week one.
He did. He put an end to all of that.
Hey, they got a tough one tonight going into Carlisle. ARP is, I believe.
They do, and Carlisle, they need a win.
Yeah.
They need to win bad, so ARP better watch out.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. We can talk about our other game we have going on tonight. We have our center guys are over in Louisiana tonight for North DeSoto, team out of Louisiana, and center. I've heard Coach Meeks' show this week. We have a coach's show that those guys do every week for Coach Meeks at center, and he talked about how North DeSoto has gotten – they're faster moving than center. Center scored 80 that week one.
Mm-hmm.
They move faster pace than center even. So that game could be 100 to 90 or something.
I don't understand all these teams scoring in the 70s and 80s.
They're playing basketball.
When I was growing up, that was a unicorn. You didn't have nobody scoring. If somebody scored 70 on you back in 2002, you'd never live that down.
Man, practice would have been tough. Yeah, would have been tough next week.
You would have never wanted to show up on Monday.
I think the whole spread offense changed everything. It really did.
It did. And the game changed too. So you gotta play different, and it made it harder for defenses. So, but credit to those defenses that can keep up. Credit to Brook Hill's defense that did such an amazing job last week. I mean, again, 3 defensive touchdowns. When have you seen that?
Yeah, that's impressive. It's pretty good when your offense doesn't have to do a whole lot and you score points early like that. That puts a lot of confidence in your team.
Oh, yeah. The offense walks out. When they finally get on the field, they got their chest stuck out. And, guys, we are still waiting around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're going to wait on these officials.
Yeah, while we're waiting on the officials, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back at Brook Hill for the start of this game here in just a moment.
Here at L4 Media, we talk high school football, 4A, 3A, and 2A in Texas. We talk East Texas sports. We talk NFL, guy talk, movie, and booze. We also talk wrestling and so much more. So like and subscribe and check us out.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at NETsn.live.
And we're back here on NETsn, and Vince, we're ready to go here finally.
Finally. Let's get it going. Let's get it cracking.
So we got the league way kicking it off here. A Zigbee, I'm sorry. A Zigbee.
Yeah, like,
I'm reading his this other name over here.
oh, okay.
We might need to turn the light on a little bit. And the kick is off, and a big booming kick into the end zone, and no chance to return that one.
Not at all.
Your best defense on a kickoff return is a kick through the end zone. If they can't run it back, then that's going to make it easier.
Is going to take the field.
So what you saw a game last week, Vince. Who we need to look for tonight from Brook Hill on defense?
Everybody on defense.
Anybody specific? There was a key cog in last week's big win.
Man, there was a lot of guys that made some plays. If I had to point out a few, it would be Luke Middleton. He made a couple of plays. And then there was can't see his number. I can't even remember. I feel
like it was Dylan Oots made a couple of plays.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, Dylan Oots. Yeah.
So Grace in the offense. Their quarterback, Zach Davis, rolls out and caught. Nice catch there over the middle. That's number 24, Aiden Hitch.
Kind of goes down on his own.
Yeah, that's a good play off the bat for Grace as they move the chains early.
Yeah, they kind of just got right on in there, got started.
Grace looks tall, Vince, just looking at him out there.
Yeah.
I feel like they've got some height on. I don't know if it's just the angle we're at, but they look like they've got some pretty good size.
They look big.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff. That's 34, Grant Turner. And he keeps his legs churning. He's going to end up getting tackled around the 43-yard line, Vince.
Yeah, and that tackle looks like it was by number 28, Hayden Watson.
And Grant Turner is a returning player. Now, I heard Coach Ryle mention him this week that they're going to have to really work to stop him.
Looks like they're getting some signals from the coach.
Yep. Turner's gonna switch over on the other side of Davis, and takes the snap, flings it out here to the middle, and that's gonna be caught by. Is that number
8?
Hell, 8, but he's not. There's not an 8 on my roster.
Looks like tackle was made by number 2, Ryder Williams.
Is that maybe 6? Sometimes those numbers are kind of. We're gonna go with 6.
Okay.
That there's a loss in Livingston. I think that is a 6. Now that I look at it, it's my 41-year-old eyes, Vince. Maybe they're not as clear as they used to be.
Well, you know, we are kind of high up right now. We in the sky.
We are high, and Davis takes off with it on first down, and he's going to get across the 45 down to the 44.
Yeah, looks like he was brought down by number 16, Martinez. Marcelo Martinez, that is.
And Grace is doing a great job right now. They're just moving the ball downhill.
Yeah, right now they're just kind of getting what they want, you know.
See if Brook Hill can.
Haven't really been slowed down yet.
Yeah, see if they can. They need a big stop, maybe a negative play. Brook Hill does to kind of get some momentum. Davis hands off to Turner, and he's taken down around the 42-yard line of Brook Hill.
And that's my guy, Luke Middleton, that brought him down.
Hey, you keyed on him.
I
man.
told you, man, that guy right there is something special. One of the few, one of the many out there that's special. Let me say that.
So a big third down right here. So 3rd and 3, ball at the 42-yard line. They need to get to the 39 for the first. Grace does. And Davis is looking over at the sideline to see what they're going to run. He's the only one in the backfield in the gun, and kind of a fake reverse.
He kept it.
Oh, big stop there, Vince. Who was it?
Number 1, Brecken Westbrook, and I didn't catch the other.
I think it was Dylan Oots.
Was that Oots? That's my other
22.
guy, Oots.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think he kind of came in and finished it off.
Yeah.
So that's a huge
job.
play. So now you brings up a 4th down and 3 yards to go.
I think they're about to go for it.
Well, they're still out there. So, man, a 4th down play early.
Now, if I'm the coach, I don't want to go big. I just need to get the first down.
Yeah.
You know. You don't have to throw something beyond the first down.
Maybe they go with their guy Turner here. We'll see. Nope, fake to Turner. Across the middle, caught. And that's going to be caught by number 24. That's Aiden Hitch again. That's the second catch of hit for him on this drive, and a big first down.
If it wasn't for number 5, Colton Richards, that would have been a touchdown.
It was a nice route.
Yeah, it was.
So here we go. And a pass is caught. That's going to be caught by number 5. Well,
number 5. Oh,
I don't see. No, I don't.
No,
His numbers are hard to see. That's got to be a 5, right?
Yeah. 5. That's what
That's number 5, and we don't have a name for him. So don't know who that is, but that was a good catch. Even the PA announcer didn't have a name for him. So I guess we got the same roster they did. So 2nd and 8. Ooh, pressure. Davis scrambles away and gets it off and almost intercepted. Yeah.
Is that Carlos Offrey, number 4?
Yeah.
Batted that down?
Yeah, and that pressure was brought by number 10, Cam Morale. So let's see what they do here. 3rd and 8 now. This is a big.
This is big.
I mean, it could force a 4th down here if Brook Hill's able to stop him here. Davis, back to pass, going deep, going for the end zone, and overthrown.
Overthrown, too much.
Ooh. Great job on defense there, Vince.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be 4th and 8. A little bit more difficult 4th down now for Grace. You got to imagine now they went for it before. They're going to go for it here. That pass was intended
now, this
outside
is
for number 3.
So, I mean, you got to be pretty confident if you're going to go for a third and 8.
That play they ran a while ago would get them 8 here. The little slant.
Very true. Very true.
So,
but, I mean, it was only 3 that they needed. Oh, he's
Davis,
really going to do this.
He's got pressure in his face. He's going all the way over his head. And Brook Hill with a big 4th down stop here early in this game.
There you go. There you have it, guys. Brook Hill, that defense.
Hey, you called it, Vince. Your guys made big plays that drive.
Yeah.
I want to mention that we talked about the high-scoring offense of North DeSoto and center 29-14 with 9 minutes left in the second.
Wow.
So they're already putting up points out there in Louisiana.
Yeah.
We got a kind of a defensive battle here. All right. So we got senior quarterback McCowan. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be carried by, I believe that's Braxton Durrett, the junior running back.
Yes, sir. Braxton Durrett. You're right.
He's going to get a lot of work tonight.
He is. He is. They got a couple of guys that carry the load. So.
Oh, so 2nd down and 9. McCown back to pass.
Oh,
Looks so he's got a man open. Caught.
Wow.
All the way down inside the 40-yard line. What a catch there.
Number 3?
Yep. Xavier Kendrick with the catch.
Wow, big play.
Nice throw by McCowan to Kendrick in the hurry-up offense. And they're waiting on the chain gang. So ball's going to be spotted 1st and 10 for Brook Hill at the Grace 38-yard line. McCowan.
Takes another snap.
Durrett. Takes a couple juke moves, gets outside. Ooh, nice job by Durrett. He's going to pick up about 8 yards. We're going to bring up 2nd down and 2, Vince.
Yeah.
He's shifty.
He is. He is.
So just like that, the field situation just reversed with that one play.
It really did.
Oh, we got some confusion here.
Yeah, they're making some adjustments.
So we got, moved old Williams to the backfield. That's kind of an interesting formation. And
flag on the play.
Let's see. False start going to be called on Brook Hill, and that's going to back them up 5 yards. It's kind of a weird deal there. I don't know if Williams didn't get the play incorrectly or didn't understand what they were doing, but he was kind of lined up behind the quarterback in almost a pistol cop formation. Yeah. It was kind of a weird set there. I'm kind of interested in see what they were going to do there. So they're back to just their shotgun formation as McCowan in the gun. Handoff up the middle, Durrett. And he
about 4.
Yeah, dragged a couple of tackles. I don't know. They're not going to give him that many.
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to give him maybe 1 yard. It looked like a hard-earned 1, though.
Man, it did. From where he came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I see it because he's like 7 yards off the ball.
Yeah, he ran a long way for that. And McCowan got pressure and sacked.
Hey.
Man, they were all over him there, Vince.
Yeah, that's number 5.
Yeah, that's number 5.
Number 5. So.
That's John Smith, whoever that is.
And I do have a 70, though. Nick Boone. He was also on the play.
Okay.
So, credit him for that sack.
So that's going to back Brook Hill up for a very long 4th and 16 from their 44. Let's see. Looks like the punt team's going to come on. And lining up to punt, that appears to be Marlon Rataj. Good snap. And nice little punt.
Drive.
It's a nice little punt. Oh, it took a bounce, and it's going to roll all the way into the end zone. Wait, did something weird go on? Because they didn't move. Was there a flag?
I'm not seeing anything, but.
The ref's talking here. Let's see what he's got to say. Delay of game on Brook Hill. It's actually not a bad penalty for Brook Hill, Vince.
No.
Because that would have been a touchback in the end zone and would have come out to the 20. But now they get a redo. So we'll see what Rataj does on this second effort here on the punt. That was just a warm-up now. So 3:46 left here in the first. Nice battle here going early. Rataj. This little punt. Fielded inside the 15 by Grace. Looks like that's Turner. See if it is. Yes, that is Grant Turner on the punt return. Nice return by Turner. Up to the.
Looks like the tackle was by Durrett again.
He's all over the place.
He is.
So they're going to mark it at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for Grace. What are you seeing so far? Is this rivalry's playing out the way we thought it was going to be, huh?
Exactly. They're going to play each other tough. They both had some success offensively as far as, like, big plays are concerned, but then defenses show up, you know.
They tighten up.
They tighten up and, yeah, shut it down. So.
All right, so Davis in the gun. Flings it out here and couldn't find his man.
Yeah, that was.
Livingston couldn't catch it there. Not sure there would have been much there. It was good coverage over.
Yeah, it was really good coverage. That was defended by number 2, Ryder Williams.
Got a few scores here we'll talk about here in just a minute. As Davis flips it out to Turner on the toss. And Turner is going to get maybe 2 there. And good job by Brook Hill there, Vince.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch the license plate of that bus that took him down.
And it takes a good tackle. You got to tackle Turner aggressively. You can't try to just wrap him up and arm tackle him. You got to take him out because he's a big back.
I believe that was number 10. I lost him out there, but I believe that was number 10, Cam Rao.
All right, so 3rd and 7, ball on the 31-yard line. Davis back to pass, got pressure. Still got it off and made the catch. That's 24 Hitch again, and he's had some big catches tonight, Vince.
He has.
Whenever they've needed him, he's gotten them.
Williams is staying with him, but he's finding that separation to make that play.
Just enough separation.
Just enough, yeah.
Hand off Turner. Oh, he's met by a lot of orange there, Vince. He could pick a lot of numbers on that one.
Yeah.
I like that. Coach Dawkins doing the net play-by-play here at the stadium. A whole host of guard.
I'm going to give that to number 16, Marcelo Martinez. That's the number I saw out there. Oh, flag on the play.
Let's see. We'll see what they call. It's in the kind of the backfield area. They're going to call holding on Grace. It's going to back him up. It's a big penalty there.
Yeah, it is.
So we got, let's see where they mark it to. Going to block 10.
That's 10. Not. I pressed the wrong button there, but that's okay. There was no touchdown.
All right, so we got 2nd down and 19. Now it's back at the 31. So if you're Grace here, Vince, you probably want to try to get maybe half of this back on the first play and give yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot for it.
So we'll see what they come up with. They've called Hetch's number in these kind of situations tonight. Let's see. Davis back to pass, going deep.
And
great coverage. Oh, and a lot of contact. And I honestly think, Vince, that was unneeded contact there. I don't think he would have caught it.
No, he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have caught it.
That's one of those where you feel the bump if you're a receiver. You know you're not going to catch it.
And
so you're going down.
Yeah.
I almost want to call it the football version of the Swinney School of Flops, Vince.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring that out. It's not basketball season yet, but
flail your hands up.
It's like, and
fall out.
we got some scores here while they're sorting out this pass interference.
What you got?
I got Van 14, Lindo 14, 142 left. Our man Kyle Owens and Brandon Ogden are both of that game, covering that one tonight. Athens over Russ 14-0. So
okay.
Your Athens team.
My Athens team. Now.
you know some folks out there.
I do. I know one or two people.
One of our other games, Chapel Hill is up 21-0, and a nice play there.
Taken down by number 1, Brecken Westbrook. Wow.
Man, that license plate of that Mack truck that just hit him.
Wow.
Whew.
I mean, met him when he met the ball. It was instant contact.
One other score, Hallsville 14, Sulphur Springs 0, 3:20 left. So that's a big play right there. Again, backs Grace up with a second down and long. Eventually, Brook Hill's got to take advantage of these plays that they're coming up with. They got, Grace got bailed out by the pass interference down here, so we'll see if they can take advantage of it here. Davis back in the gun, pressure coming, gets it away, caught.
Wow, and he got all of it.
Number 6, Livingston with a catch. Good enough for a first down across the 50 down to the 42-yard line, Vince.
Looks like that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Yep. And we're exactly where we started after one quarter of play here in Bullard on the campus of Brook Hill. Brook Hill and Grace Rivalry tied at 0-1. We'll be back for more action here on NETsn.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of NETsn. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert in caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it is across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felt, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike's today at 903-842-4499.
Back here on NETsn as we start the second quarter, and Davis in the gun. He's being pressured. He scrambles out to his right, makes a throw across his body, and great defense there, Vince, by Brook Hill.
Great defense. Pressure, defending the pass. That was perfect.
Yeah, they're not letting Davis sit back there in the pocket and throw, and
not at all.
Making him work for it. They're eventually, though, they're going to have to crack down on after they've made a couple of good plays. They seem like they give up one. So here we go. Davis fakes the handoff, looks to run, and a whole host of Brook Hill guarded there, and the ball's loose. Picked up by number 1.
Brecken Westbrook.
Did you say Westbrook earlier?
I've been, man, look.
Man, I'm telling you. Hey, you need to go buy a lotto ticket.
Hey, I'm getting one tonight.
On the way home.
I'm getting one tonight.
I mean, babies are expensive, Vince. They're expensive. Lotto for you tonight.
Yeah.
It's like you called that one.
Wow. That Brook Hill defense, man.
Well, what's that saying? Defense wins championships.
Yeah, they do.
You got to be able to stop
It's
somebody.
true.
If you can't stop anybody,
it's
then
not a myth.
So Brook Hill's going to take over, 1st and 10, ball on the 49-yard line, and their own territory, but just barely. Man, this has just been a slugfest. I know that, everyone's like, man, there's no scoring, but this game has been back and forth.
Sometimes you need something like this. I mean, I know everybody loves the offensive, high-flying scores and stuff like that. Sometimes you just need to see two teams battle it out like that. Those are the ones that I talk about 10 years from now.
If you're looking at that, you're looking at this one as McCown back, and we got a flag. See what looks like. Maybe there's movement. We'll see here what the referee tells us. And it is going to be legal procedure against Brook Hill. Not the way you want to start the possession, though.
No. Now, they had a couple of penalties last week, but not a lot. So I don't expect to see a lot in this game. But, again, it's a lot of pressure,
This is a big game.
Yeah,
I mean,
big game.
We talked about this a little bit to Coach Hubbard, but very likely a very good chance that this will be a district game next year. So McCowan fakes the handoff. He's got a man open. Ooh, he overshoots him a little bit. Man.
Just missed him.
That ball was
wait, there's a flag on the play. There's a flag.
It looks like they're pointed toward Brook Hill. Are they going to back him up again?
Yeah. I think it may have been a false start.
Man. That ball was intended for number 3, I believe, Xavier Kendrick, that McCowan just missed him. They're going the wrong way, Vince.
They are.
The only good thing about this is it's still first down. You got 1st and 20 now. And Durrett's going to get a carry, looking for some room, and he's got nothing.
Wow.
There's a lot of white jerseys around him.
Wow.
So
that was the whole defense. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So here's what they're doing right now, Vince. Meep, 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 meep.
Yeah.
The reverse.
I talked about this with Coach Hubbard on his show, and I told him, I said, you might find yourself in positions like this, and when that happens, you're gonna want to get some of those.
Cowan always just hammered. My goodness, and who was that, Vince, that hammered him?
Nick Boone.
And he didn't see that one. That was a blindside sack.
Yeah, it was.
I
told Coach, I said, you might want to try to get some of the smaller plays to get the momentum going, because you don't want people to check out mentally. So you might have a time where you run into a brick wall, and the way you get through that is you take a little bit at a time.
McCowan just felt like he ran into a brick wall right there.
Yeah, I think the brick wall ran into him.
Man.
That brick wall had legs.
So it's 3rd and 29. Looking for a little tunnel screen. Got some room.
There it is.
And, a nice tackle, though, Vince, as that was a Ryder Williams on the catch.
That is Ryder Williams.
And Casey Stover with a good tackle. I mean, that was if he hadn't made that tackle, we might have seen that one go all the way.
We might have had our first score.
But I like the play call there. Kind of gets them back at least, a little bit closer to midfield. And now the field position they can get.
And again, going back to the interview that I did with Coach Hubbard, we talked about that wide receiver screen and how it could be beneficial to just kind of get some momentum.
So Rataj with the punt, and Turner fair catches. Looks like it's going to be marked inside the 30. We're going to say the 29-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Grace from their own 29 here with 9:33 left in the first half. It's been a lot of excitement here in the first half for a 0-0 game, Vince. And, I mean, it's definitely lived up to the Grace-Brook Hill rivalry.
If you are not, I'm talking as if somebody's not watching. If they hear me, obviously they're watching. But, but this game is a good game. I know some people might look at the score and say 0-0. They're going back and forth.
And I want to throw this out here, too. We talk about this sometimes. But if you're out there watching, tell us where you're watching from tonight. We're interested to know where you guys are watching. Who's watching this game from the farthest away?
Yeah, I want to know who's the furthest.
And there's a lot of movement there, and that's going to back Grace back up.
flag there.
And a 5-yard penalty will back them up to 1st and 15. Be at the 25-yard line. Yeah, let us know where you're watching. I'm always curious. It's curious, you know. You have some people watching here in the local Tyler area, but we've had some watch from Maine and California before and all over.
That's cool. That's cool.
So, all right. So Grace starting the same way Brook Hill started in the last drive, backing up. We'll see what they got. Davis looking deep.
Oh, wow.
He's got a man open. Can he hit him? Oh, just out of the reach. I believe that was Livingston again, and it was.
Defended by Ryder. Man, they're going to work Ryder.
Ryder Williams is going to be.
They're going to work him.
He's going to have to find that ice bath afterwards.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you something. That, you know, Grace is looking for that home run.
Yeah.
They're trying to go ahead and get out there and get that score. They're not trying to wait. They don't want to build up anything. They just want to go. Kind of makes me nervous because, you know, teams like that means they're used to it. You know, they're used to that, and it's going to happen eventually.
That was close right there.
You know.
And Davis with the man in motion here in the gun. He's going back to pass again.
Oh.
Looking for his man. A lot of pressure. Ball up in the air. Oh, I think he might have been out of bounds. No, they gave him the catch. Wow. Great body control by number 1, Doak Porter over there on the sideline. And that prayer was answered, Vince. I think he just threw it up for grabs.
He did, because he was dead to rights.
And he may have been trying to throw it out of bounds. I mean, it was just.
Yeah. I mean when you got a defender tugging on you.
Let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 6 yards. Davis back to pass. He's got a man. And caught across the 50. That's Ryder Welch. And the ball's loose.
Ball's out.
And they mark it down. Oh man, I thought we had a defensive touchdown because if that ball wouldn't have been blown dead.
But you see how they reacted when they got their hands on that ball. He was gone.
Yep. And that was Marlon Rataj that ended up with the ball.
And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that moment right there.
Man, oh man.
That's what you need to be afraid of as an offense, because they are not afraid to score defensively.
So 1st and 10, Grace. Handoff Turner. He's got a little room there, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards there on 1st down. They've had Turner kind of bottled up tonight. He hasn't really broke out much. One of his better runs, actually, so far.
Yeah, I mean, you got some big guys on their defensive line. They just called out Marcelo Martinez again. I mean, he's the brick wall there, you know.
They run around him. They're not running through him.
You have to run around that guy, yeah.
So here
you have to ask for permission.
2nd down and 6 here. And Turner's got the ball. I don't know if they knew who was getting it there for a second. Davis and Turner both had it. Fortunately for Grace, they didn't let go of it.
Yeah.
And that brick wall you were talking about, it didn't budge there.
Yeah. Again, you have to ask for permission to pass.
So 3rd down and 9. Ball is now on the 47-yard line, of Grace. Of Brook Hill. So here we go. Davis finds his man. And he's not going to pick up the 1st. He kind of ran backwards. I don't know how they're going to mark that.
Yeah, brought down by Carlos Afrey.
Yeah, because he ran backwards. He had probably another 3 yards, and he ran backwards trying to make a play. So I
think they'll give him forward progress.
We'll see. It's going to be 4th down and 7 from the 45-yard line of Brook Hill. And looks like they're lining up to punt originally here. That's going to be back to punt number 42, Blake Harmon. Now, this is tricky here. You got to watch for kind of shenanigans here.
Let's see.
And he's going to punt it. High booming kick down inside the 5. Fielded, and the ball is fumbled.
Oh, my
and
God.
Grace picks it up. Wow, that's a huge mistake.
Oh, man.
And then we got a flag also. And I think that was number 3, Kendrick, on the muffed punt there. And
Xavier Kendrick.
now,
That one's going to hunt him.
What's the rule, Vince? You're a football guy.
Okay.
Inside the 5, do you even touch the ball? You get away from it, right?
Get out the way. Get out the way.
Because there's nothing good that can happen, right?
Nothing good.
Okay.
Nothing good. If you're looking up trying to catch that ball, you better pray somebody don't get up under your chin.
I mean,
you know.
I think is it the 10 where you put your heels on the 10 and you don't go backwards?
You don't go back. You're like, no.
You just take the chance and hope it just bounces all the way into the end zone.
That's why I said it's going to hunt him for the rest of the night.
Whew. Hopefully.
Because that just might lead to their first score.
Yeah. Well, this is a doorstep right here, and I dare say we're going to get a lot of Grant Turner right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Davis. No, Davis keeps it.
He keeps it.
And he's taken down, and his helmet flies off. Wow. Nice hit there.
Wow. Is that 20?
I think that's your boy Oots.
Is that Oots?
Oots.
Yeah, hit stick. Mr. Hit Stick.
Yeah, and so they'll have to put a new quarterback in. So that's number 12 trotting on, McCade Stinson. Okay, so what's the chances that this ball does not get handed to Grant Turner here with a new quarterback in the game? I mean, you got to hand it to your back, right?
You got to hand it to him.
Let's just watch the snap. Honestly, maybe just put Turner in the quarterback position and just give it to him.
Here goes.
And you put the backup quarterback.
He got to the 1.
Oh, they didn't. Oh, the far guy gives him a touchdown.
Wow.
So you're talking about a big play. You bring in the backup quarterback, McCade Stinson, and he runs it in for a touchdown.
Wow.
And that's the first points of the night. So Grace goes up 6-0. Look, they're lined up with a swinging gate. We'll see what happens here. This is always interesting. Had a game a few weeks ago where defense intercepted the swinging gate and ran it back. But they're going to line up here for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. So Harmon puts the first touchdown.
I'm going to have to correct my
extra point up on the board. We've got 5:09 left here in the half, and Grace is on the board first, 7-0. We'll be right back on NETsn.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
Brett Swinney, Vincent Johnson back here in Buller on the campus of Brook Hill. Grace just scored and put the first points on the board of the night. They lead 7-0 on a muff punt there. They took advantage of the opportunity, and that's what big games are about.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be mistakes on both ends, right? So, again.
Who can make the least mistakes, and then who can take advantage of those mistakes?
Yeah, so, you just got to forget about it and just move forward.
Can't change it now.
Can't change it. Can't do anything about it.
So kickoff by Harmon. Big kick. Oh, I think it might have went through the uprights off the kickoff. Big leg for Harmon.
Wow.
I knew that they had to have somebody on varsity. Again, I went to the JV game last night, and their JV kicker is better than some of the varsity kickers I've seen this year. I mean, he was booting it 30, 40 yards past on the extra points. I mean,
so that told you there was.
They must have been a good kicker on varsity.
Somebody on varsity.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go as Jonah McCown leads the Brook Hill offense back onto the field. And I would say this is a pretty important drive here to try to get them some momentum going. Durrett's to his right. Handoff Durrett. Tries to get outside. He finds a little bit of a crease. Looking for some blockers. And he crosses the 30.
Brought down by number 66, Seth Wilson.
So he's going to pick up about 6 yards on that first down. Nice run by Durrett.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that call. Just kind of establish the run again.
There you go.
You got Durrett. He's a great tailback. Fake to him this time. Little screen.
Boom. And it's up the field.
Nice catch there by number 1, Westbrook. And Brook Hill's got some guys. They're playing a lot of minutes. Westbrook's been playing a great job on defense, and now he makes a catch on offense.
Swiss Army knife. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna start giving them nicknames.
Hey, that's good.
I think that one fits him.
I dubbed that Day Ross from Chapel Hill last week ADR. All Day Ross.
All Day Ross. I like it.
As plays blown dead. Looks like timeout. Let's see who they calling on. Is it just an official timeout? They didn't signal. Maybe the refs are tired. I don't know. What do we? Okay, maybe just they wanted to stop for a second, maybe. Play clock now rolling. So
now from Brook Hill, I really want to get a score on this drive to get my kids back in it.
Yep. So here we go. Fake the handoff to Rhett. McCowan
There
hits
it
his
is.
receiver.
Oh,
and breaks the
and he's still
tackle.
going. Oh,
That's
my.
Ryder Williams. And he's trying to make up for that mistake, Vince, and that's a good way to do it right there.
He is.
And
Actually, he didn't make that was Xavier. That was number 3.
Oh, was it?
That was Xavier.
It was Kendrick. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, good job there by Williams.
But he's helping out his teammate.
He
He's trying
is.
to get us. He's trying to get him down the field.
Durrett up the middle. Ooh, that's kind of a late hit. Yeah, they're
Ooh,
going to get
there-
that.
there it goes.
There they are. So that's going to be a big penalty there against Grace for a late hit on Durrett. He was clearly down there and
Yeah, he was brought down by Seth Wilson again, number 66. And then somebody else kind of flew in at the end of that.
I'm thinking some of these guys on this game, Vince, maybe calling up Patrick Mahomes and say they want to try out. What's going on in Kansas City, man? We're at a football game. It's a different game, but man, I was watching those highlights. I didn't get to watch the game, but
It was the first game.
man, no, man, they're paid to play football. Come on, don't give them a slack. They're paid to play football.
And it was a Thursday night
Man,
game.
if I'm
Nobody
Patrick-
watches Thursday night
If I'm
games.
Patrick Mahomes, man, those guys better be practicing tonight, man. Better be catching balls for the next.
But you know they
week.
kind of did that last year. They started out slow, and then they
That
went
ain't
pick-
slow. That's just they just dropping passes. Like
It was bad. It was pretty bad.
I've never seen anything like it. They may be making a phone call and picking up somebody off the waiver wires. Durrett gets the ball there and stopped immediately in the backfield. It didn't help that my man Mahomes was on my fantasy team, Vince, and all those pass drops and just didn't help my fantasy numbers any.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy league too.
You know, maybe he just missed Kelsey. Boy, he probably was.
That was probably a factor.
I mean,
But again, it's the first game of the year. I expect for him to pick up speed. So
I hope so. When you lose to Detroit first week, that's not a good sign.
it's not.
So McCown hand off. Durrett and Grace is really all over Durrett. 2 plays in a row, they've been in his grill right from the handoff.
Tackled by number 21, Roman Knight.
There's some big games this weekend. I'm ready for some college football tomorrow. It's going to be there's a good one down in Alabama.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So 3rd down and 15.
Okay.
So
they want to
I mean, right here,
make some adjustments there.
yeah, they need to pick up a chunk of this here, so that gives them an opportunity to possibly go for it if they want.
Oh wait, what's going on?
I don't know. The play clock's running down. It's down to maybe they're going to call timeout. Let's see if they do. Yep, they're going to call timeout and think about this big 3rd down and 15. We'll take it with them. 2 minutes left here in the first half in Brook Hill. Grace leads 7-0 right here on NETsn. Back here on NETsn, the big 3rd down and 15. McCowan back to pass. Looking a little screen in the middle, and it's caught. Going to get about 5. Let's see who that was cutting across there. That was number 4 for Brook Hill, Carlos Afri. Yeah. And looks like we're going to get your man coming in the game there.
Yeah.
Zigby's going to come in for a field goal. When points are at a premium, you want to go ahead and take what you can get. At 4th and 10, if they may have gotten a little closer, maybe they go for it. But 4th and 10 here.
I'm thinking in my head, man, I would have wanted that. And I know the coaches do.
No,
I know they do.
Looks like they're going to run down the time here. As we got Cam Ryle over here on the sideline, and they're going to take another timeout. We'll take it with them. So the field goal attempt come after the timeout. 1:20 left in half. Grace leads 7-0 here on NETsn.
Lace up your sneakers. It is time to get colorful for a cause. Join us at the Color Fun Run on September 16th. Kiddos can participate in the Bulldog Dash with Mr. Dean, followed by the official Color Fun Run and the Bulldog Dash Challenge. By running in the Color Fun Run, you are supporting innovative teaching grants, directly impacting our Chapel Hill ISD teachers. Purchase your tickets online today at chisdeducationfoundation.org. Let's run together for our teachers.
We're back as the Zigbee on to attempt the field goal here for Brook Hill. Snap a little high. Good hold by Ryle. Kick is up. Got distance.
And
it's good. So with 1:13 left in the half, Brook Hill gets on the board. It's 7-3 here in Bullard. We'll be right back on NETsn. We're back here on NETsn as Zigbee lines up to kick off for Brook Hill. Nice drive there to end the half for Brook Hill, Vince. I mean, that's important to get points on the board.
You had to get something. Had to get something.
They came back after the muff punt and was able to get something out of it here before the half. As Zigbee kind of pops it up, and a fair catch is made by Porter at around the 34-yard line. So Grace will have 1:13 left to do something here. So we'll see if they come out. Now, we've seen them pass pretty efficiently tonight, so I expect them to at least throw the ball in the air a few times here. What do you think? Or do you just run it and see if it breaks? You got a couple options.
I feel like if I'm putting like Corey.
Putting your coach's hat
on.
It's a nice hat you got there, by the way.
I appreciate it, man.
That's a nice
Brought to you by NETsn.
Yeah.
I go deep. I feel like I got them on their heels. I'm going to go deep, just kind of scare them a little bit.
And there's the handoff to Turner to see what they can get.
I do it just one time. You know, there's a lot of one-on-one between Ryder Williams and Livingston. So
9 yards over Turner on that first down. They got 2 timeouts. The clock's under a minute. Maybe they just run a few plays, and if they get far enough, they start taking some timeouts. And Davis back to pass. There's that deep throw across the middle, wide open and caught. That's Turner out of the backfield for the catch, and he's down at about the 20. They got a flag in the backfield for something, though, Vince. Holding on Grace. That's a painful penalty. Ooh. You were an offensive lineman, Vince. If you're that guy that gets that penalty right there that negates that huge play, how are you feeling right now?
My mind is already on Monday morning.
Because that was
I'm sweating bullets.
I mean, because they were down to the 20. You know, now we know the field goal kicker can kick, so they could match that 3.
They were going to score something. They were going to get something.
Whew, man.
And it was like I said, I'd go deep. I feel like I got them on their heels, so I'm going to go deep just one time, just see what happens.
Well, they did.
Now I probably just will play it safe. But we'll see what they want to do.
All right, well, it's second and 10, excuse me. The ball spotted at Grace's, 34-yard line there. And we're stopping. We blow the play again. Let's see. Referee getting in position here. 4 wides for Grace. Davis in the gun is going to drop back to pass again. Pressure coming from Brook Hill. He just finds his little short route, and it's going to be caught across the 45. I think it's going to be marked around the 45-yard line. Caught by number 6, Livingston, for Grace. And a timeout is taken. We'll take it with him. We got 17 seconds left here in the half. Grace still leads 7-3 here on NETsn.
Karen Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get you the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
Back here in Brook Hill is Grace looking to try to do something here before half. They've moved back the clock, Vince, to 27 seconds. Maybe added some time back before the timeout. So we've got 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of Grace. Davis drops back to pass, looking deep. He's going deep. Lots of coverage over there for Brook Hill, and he overshoots his receiver. Looks like that was Livingston, number 6. Good coverage there by Brook Hill.
Yeah, Livingston is kind of their guy. That's their go-to guy. So,
well, what about over here, Hetch? He's been
yeah, but I feel like a lot of the deep
guy,
the deep one has been.
Yeah, Hetch he's caught some big passes.
He did.
Maybe he's their guy they go to when they need a first down.
It just feels like they're targeting Livingston a lot.
Yeah. Davis. And a hook and lateral, Vince.
Wow.
Man. I don't know if I've seen one of those before in a high school game.
Yeah.
And
not in high school. Not at this level.
And Grace calls a timeout. Let's see where they spot the ball. They're going to spot it at the 39-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 seconds to go for Grace when we come back right here on NETsn. Here we go. 10 seconds to go. 1st and 10, Grace. Davis, back to pass. Again, looking deep.
Uh-oh.
Hitch, a little
And
overshot,
a flag.
and a flag is thrown.
I don't know
I
if
don't-
I throw that.
I don't- I don't know where the flag was,
Nah,
Vince. I don't know. I didn't see it. I did not see it. I thought the ball was just overthrown. Can you? It's uncatchable, right? You can't throw.
You can't throw a flag on that. It's uncatchable.
I don't know. I didn't see it. But they called it, and it's only 15 yards, but that gives them time now to kick a field goal.
Yeah, that puts them in position.
So let's see where they mark it. It's going to be marked at the 24-yard line. So what's that going to be? A 40? We'll see where they put it down. Maybe a 41, 42-yard field goal somewhere in there. Attempt for Blake Harmon.
If I'm Brook Hill, if I'm the coaches, I'm not mad at my guys. I feel like they played that well. You know, it just so happened they called the flag.
So
they played that well.
It's going to be a 42-yard field goal attempt here to end the half for Blake Harmon. Snap good. Good hold. Kick is up. Is it going to get there? Off the post. So no good on the field goal attempt. So the penalty doesn't hurt Brook Hill.
Wow.
And they go to the half, only trailing 7-3, Vince. Initial thoughts of that first half?
Yeah, there's a lot of big plays, a lot of great athletes out here. I'm waiting on somebody to finish. Yeah. Our only touchdown came because of a mistake on the punt return team.
And a doorstep touchdown at that. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was. I could have walked that in.
We could have scored that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So
we might not have been able to get up the next day, but we could have scored
really,
it.
This score could probably still just be 3-0. To be honest, it could be 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach.
But this is what we expected, though, Brett.
Coach Ryle is not happy at the ref. I think he was still trying to jaw at him. He didn't like that. But the good news is for Brook Hill, it didn't hurt him.
No,
so
it didn't.
It's still 7-3. A great game here. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast on text or NETsn here. Man, this is great atmosphere tonight, Vince. There's
really
people
is.
everywhere. Standing room only here tonight.
Standing room. Like This is crazy. Look at all the people out there.
Yeah. We got the food trucks here, the tailgate. If you've never been out to Brook Hill, it's an awesome atmosphere for a football game here on a Friday night. So make sure next time, we love you tuning in, but next time come out to the game and enjoy it. So we're going to take it down to the field for the halftime entertainment. We'll be back here sometime at the halftime. We'll talk about the first half and get ready for the second half kickoff where Brook Hill will be receiving. Thanks for watching tonight's game. Halftime score, Grace 7, Brook Hill 3 here on NETsn. We'll be back shortly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To begin your halftime entertainment tonight, please welcome the Grace Community High School varsity cheerleaders. The 23-24 GCS cheerleadership team is Captain Michaela Cawley, Co-Captain Emma Kinney, Co-Captain and Competition Captain Brinley Carlson, Competition Co-Captain Scarlett Moser, Game Day Leader Carson Ramirez, Chaplain Gracie McCoy, Co-Chaplain Presley Little, Social and Service Leader Rilo Tall. They are led by Coach Maggie Kane, who is assisted by Jenna Raines. Now taking the field are the Grace Community High School Cougarettes. The drill team is directed by Melissa Fox and assistant Randy Chacon. The Cougarettes will be led onto the field by head dance captain Chloe Zimmerman, First Lieutenant Gracie Stokes, Second Lieutenant Brianna McMurray. Sit back and enjoy their strut onto the field to This Is Sparta, played by our award-winning high school drum line. Before they perform, we would like to recognize Allie Matson as Cougarette of the Week. Tonight, the Cougarettes will be performing a prop routine to Dance the Night, choreographed by Michaela McLemore. To conclude this portion of your halftime entertainment, please welcome to the field the Grace Community High School Drumline. The drumline is under the direction of Jeff Shelton. Tonight they will perform Critical Mass by John R. Hearns.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the field the 2023-2024 Brook Hill Cadets. The Cadets are under the direction of Bret Vince.
Great job, Cadets. And now, Brook Hill fans, it's what you've been waiting for. It's those Brook Hill Lower School cheerleaders. Brook Hill fans, almost 90 lower school cheerleaders here tonight to perform for you. Let's hear it for our lower school cheerleaders. Great job, girls. And now, Brook Hill fans, welcome to the field last year's TAPS 4A state champion Brook Hill Guard cheerleaders, under the direction of Tiffany Hubbard and Maddie Hanks. Great job, cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a cell phone turned into the press box. If you are the owner of a lost or misplaced cell phone, please come to the press box, identify it, and you'll be able to talk to your parents again. Here are some scores that may be of interest. Fourth quarter, Shelbyville over Elysian Fields, 25-0. Third quarter, Hart leads Trinity 14-0. White House over Corsicana in the third quarter, 28-6. Bishop Gorman 26, All Saints 0. Tyler Lyons lead the Horn Jaguars 21-12 at the half.
Back here on NETsn is about 5 minutes till we start the second half. Vince, what are we thinking here? The second half is going to be a good one. What do you see?
I think that as good as the first half was, we're really about to see a show in the second, because I don't think neither one of these teams want to lose this one.
No, I don't think so. I think you're right. I mean, we talked about how big the rivalry was, and
yeah,
you got through that first half, and I mean, honestly, one muff punt, take that off, and you'd have 3-0. I mean,
absolutely. So I mean, this is panning out to be a really good close game. So I got a feeling Brook Hill is finna put on a show, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think they got
a nice crowd. I mean, I ran down to the restroom, and there's orange everywhere, man. I mean, it's literally. I don't know how packed the game was last time you were here.
It was a decent crowd,
but this crowd. I mean, you got, and then there's a lot of blue and black on the other side. I mean, this is a.
They showed up.
I don't know if you could fit many more people in. I mean, you probably could around, but I mean, it's like the whole area's here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, you got any scores? Anything you see that the people around here might want to know about? I mean, if they've got the NETsn app, they probably already know the scores.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to tell them to you if you had the app already. But just to give you a couple of scores here, we got Chapel Hill over Greenville, 35-0. I believe this says that they're in the second quarter, but I'm pretty sure they just haven't changed that.
Yeah, I've got 42-0. Did you?
Oh, they haven't.
Did you refresh your?
Let me refresh.
Maybe you need to refresh it.
There we go.
The refresh
42.
button.
There it is. We got Tyler High over Mesquite Horn, 21-12.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You got Longview over Tyler Legacy, 28-7. Carthage is winning against San Antonio Cornerstone, 7-0.
Hey, I got one that kind of surprises me. Henderson's over Marshall, 20-14 at halftime.
Wow.
Henderson, that'll be a big win for over a 5A school of Marshall.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
that's a real big win.
What about this one? Now, this one surprises me. I don't like this score, but you may like this score, Vince.
Let's see. What you got?
Beckville 35, Harmony 18.
Tell them what I said. Tell them what I said about Beckville.
No, hey, take it with a grain of salt. But Beckville, maybe they were listening to us this week.
They heard what I stood up for Beckville. I stood up.
Another good rivalry game, Van and Lindale. Van leads Lindale at half, 28-23 in Lindale. That's good. Boy Kyle Owens and Brandon Ogden, they're both there at that one. Timpson 19, Dangerfield 18 in a clash of powerhouses in two different classifications.
Yeah.
So that's a good one there. Sulphur Springs, we said Fallsville 0 early. Sulphur
Yeah.
Springs rolls off 21 in a row and now leads that game at half, 21-14.
I got Liberty Aloe over Mount Pleasant 12-7.
Wow.
At the half. Yeah.
At Liberty Aloe, they haven't won, have they? Mount Pleasant is 2-0, I believe.
Yeah.
They snuck into our
Yeah.
polls this week, Mount Pleasant. They better
Yeah,
watch
they
it. They're
did.
going to slide right back
Now,
out.
I got another one here that's kind of shocking to me, and I said if they go 0-3, that would just be a travesty. But Gilmer and Paris.
Ooh.
Paris is up 26
Oh,
to
kickoff
23.
and still
we're
lose.
We're back up.
And I think Brook Hill got it. Vince, what you were missing is Brook Hill let the ball bounce on the kickoff deep. That is a definite no-no there. And then because you don't know where it's going to go.
No, you don't. You don't.
It's like what place on the ball is that ball going to land on? If it lands on a,
Yeah, it's like chasing a wild chicken.
But they got a break, and they were able to recover. So we'll take 1st and 10 as we got.
Brook Hill takes over 1st and 10 at their 12-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Brook Hill on their own 12.
All right. We're going to correct that time
And,
there for you and score.
Here we go. Is McCown in the gun, 2 backs next to him. It's going to be a handoff. Can see the number. I want to say that was
Watley on the carry.
Watley, the freshman tailback.
Gain of 1.
Didn't get a lot of carries that first half. I got to see him play a little JV action that first weekend. Watley's got some wheels. He can be a difference maker.
Scoop, man.
So they're going with him and Durrett in the backfield.
Together.
Yeah, next to McCowan. So we'll see what they do here. Maybe a little halftime adjustments. As McCowan keeps in it, he is hammered, Vince. That was another Mack truck coming
Yeah,
through. What number was that Mack truck?
I got 42 on that play, and that was Blake Harmon.
Yeah, that's a kicker. He can do more than just kick.
Yeah, that's a big kicker.
Whew.
Yeah.
So now that puts Brook Hill in a really tough spot, Vince.
He just really read that well because I like that play.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have tried that. Yeah. But he read it. He read it perfectly.
So 3rd and 17 from their own 5. This is a big play for Brook Hill. McCowan from his own end zone. And movement. It's going to back him up half a distance to the goal.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
So let's see. They're going to mark it. It's going to probably be somewhere around the 2 or 3, somewhere in between. So 3rd and 19. I mean, what do you do here? Do you just try to run it and maybe get a few yards and get yourself out of the end zone for your punt? I mean, you take a chance of dropping back for a pass, and Grace's pass rush has been pretty tough tonight. So we'll see. Cowan's going to hand off to Durrett, and he didn't find much room. He's going to get maybe a yard back to 4-yard lines where they're going to mark it. So 4th down.
Yeah.
And a long ways to go, 18. And so we talked about big plays. This is a big one right here. The snap is very important. So Rataj, he's standing on the edge of the K in the end zone. We'll see if they can get a good snap here to him.
I'm so nervous. I'm quiet. I just want to see
good
what he
snap.
does.
Pretty decent punt from Rataj. Turner fields at about the 40 or 38. And Grace is going to have great field position to open the second half.
All right.
At Brook Hill's 26-yard line. So you talk about field position being important.
Yeah.
We'll see what Grace does with this. Man, that was some surprising scores there at half, Vince. This week's Pick'em challenge, if you all got to enter, this is going to be a crazy week.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a 10-0.
Yeah, that's going to be there's some definite upsets.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit at Joaquin real quick before this snap. They're losing to Tenaha 34-15 at half. They're having a tough start. And Turner's getting the ball to start this drive, and he's got lots of room. Maybe his best run of the night there, Vince.
Yeah.
He crosses the 20 down to the 18-yard line.
Brought down by Samuel Williams.
Turner with the carry, picks up 8.
So 2nd down and 2 yards. Davis. Give to Turner again. Man, that's going to be a first down.
Number 11, Mr. Williams there.
And maybe we see more of Turner. So far, there's two plays, two carries for Turner right here.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty close. There's no need to go big right now. You're getting about 3 to 4 yards of play. That's all you really need.
They're just playing it safe. You don't want to do something
you don't
stupid.
Want to do nothing, yeah, you don't want to do nothing crazy. So just definitely want to get a score here.
So Davis in the gun. He pulls it this time out of Turner's gut, and a flag comes down. Maybe holding there, Vince. Don't know. That's usually a place where they throw a holding penalty.
Down by,
now, I want you to say this one, Vince. I want you to say the name.
Number 77, Aaron Pekarian.
Pekarian, okay.
That ain't it. That's close.
Well, that's pretty good. That's going to be a holding on Grace. Big penalty there, and it's going to back them up 10 yards. So that'll make it 1st and 20. Let's see where they mark the ball. I believe it's a 22-yard line. So 1st and 20 from the 22. This is a tough spot because you can get the first down, but it's a long way.
Yeah, it is. But, I mean, we've seen that, you know, within the 30, 35, they got a good kicker. He's got a big foot. Now, he did miss the one down there. He hit the upright. So
it's not a guarantee.
It's not a guarantee, but he does have a big foot.
He's got the leg to get it there.
Yeah, he can get it up there.
I'm looking at them handing the ball off to Turner some more. He's been good so far this half. May give it to him and see what he can do. We'll see. Davis. Nope, fakes to Turner. Oh, a blitz from the backside.
Wow. By number 11 again, Samuel Williams.
Laying the wood.
I don't know what they said to Williams at the half, but clearly, Coach Hubbard had something to say.
I know.
To him.
I was going to say it had to be Coach Hubbard.
Coach Hubbard probably got into him. I don't know.
Woo, because the lumber was laid.
Yeah, he lit a fire under him.
Davis is still looking for that license plate. So 2nd down and 10. Fake handoff again. Davis rolls out to his left, throws across the body into the end zone. Ooh, almost complete.
Almost.
Good defense there, though, by Brook Hill. I was trying to see who that was intended for. I couldn't quite see. Looks like it was intended for number 24, Aiden Hetch again. And he's made some big catches, but couldn't come up with that one. Now this is interesting here. You got 3rd and 20. Okay. You've got a good kicker.
Yeah.
But you don't want him kicking from where they are right now. So do you hand it to Turner, get some yards, and then line up your field goal?
Absolutely. Or I run a slant.
It's a safe play.
I run a slant. You know.
Yeah, you could run a slant, and it's risky. I mean, I don't know. We got a couple options.
A few.
They're putting their kicker in right now on offense. Harmon probably into maybe play an H-back tight end type position here. We'll see where he lines up.
I don't know what they feed these kids. I don't remember kickers looking like that. Man, what's going on?
You should have kicked, Vince.
Man, maybe I should have. I played the wrong position.
He's going to play, looks like he's going to play kind of an H-back there, lined up on the other side of Davis.
All right, we're going to wait on the.
This is interesting. They had several options. So here we go. Big 3rd down. Davis going to drive back the pass. He's got pressure coming up the middle and just gets rid of it. Wow, Vince. Brook Hill's laying some hits. Davis he's going to be walking off a little slow here.
Coach Hubbard is happy about that one.
Woo.
He is happy.
Tell me about that one, Vince.
He's elated about that one.
Who laid the lumber there?
Was that Williams again?
No, that was your boy.
Oh, that's
Pekarian.
Pekarian, my guy.
Man, that Davis is going to have nightmares about that hit.
There's a lot of guys out there that are my guy right now.
Well, you just said his name while ago, so that's why.
Yeah. No. He's my guy. He's my guy. Ryder Williams, my guy too.
So let's see what we're going to do here. For Grace, you've got that'd be a long field goal. It looks like.
Oh wait, they're throwing flags out.
Yep, because they took too much time. I think that's going to be a delay of game. We'll see. Yep, delay of game. So now it makes it 4th down and even longer. The ball right now is at the 23. So it's going to put it at the 28.
Yeah.
So they've got the backup quarterback McCade Stinson in. I don't know if he may be going to pooch punt this. No, are they? They're not lined up to kick this, are they?
Yeah,
they are.
Look, see,
the ball spotted at the 35. This is a different kicker. I bet this is the kicker from the JV last night. Gabe King. It is. See. This is the JV kicker that I was telling you about, left-footed. Okay. He's coming to kick a 45-yard field goal.
Did he make the team?
Is up and short.
It's short. That's all right, young man.
So what a stand by Brook Hill. That's
Brook Hill.
Man, that's huge right there. So it's 7:57 left. Ball over on downs. Back to Brook Hill.
Yeah.
So it didn't cost them anything.
Listen, when you got a defense, man, that can just hand you the ball back like that.
It shows something because Grace has scored 60 points their first 2 games.
Yeah.
Right now it's 7, and they were given 7.
Yeah.
Brook Hill said, "All right, here, Grace, you can have 7 points." They just gave that to
them. We're gonna spot you 7.
Yep. So let's see. McCowan brings the offense back onto the field.
I know McCowan is itching to show what he can do. I know he wants to send that ball down the field.
Hey, this is that little pistol-looking formation here, Vince.
Okay,
the receivers all tight formation.
We finna see something special.
This is interesting. We'll see what happens. They're going to shift a little bit.
All right, here we go.
McCowan. Pressure coming. He's got a man caught. Oh, no. I thought he had it, Vince.
Yeah, it looked like he did.
Man, that was Xavier Kendrick, I think, across the middle there. And man, it was a good job by Grace. I think it was ripped out of his hands.
Yeah.
I think he had the ball for a brief second.
Great job defensively by Grace to play that.
That's good textbook play. Get your hand in there, try to rip it out of there from the receiver, not let him come down with it. So 2nd and 10. Ooh, a lot of movement. I think looked like Brook Hill moved early, but no flag.
No flag. And
did it look like that to you?
Yeah.
It looked like the right side of the
He went right
formation.
back to Xavier Kendrick again. So
Kendrick needs some balls thrown his way. He needs some love.
He's got to get that off of his mind. That.
So 3rd down and short. I mean, it's got to go the direct here, I would imagine. We'll see. So here we go. McCowan. Nope, they're going to throw it. Got nobody really open there. That was but we got a late hit, I think. Wow. As the referee tossed his hat. Usually that means 2 flags, Vince. This is going to be interesting. Dead ball. Let's see.
What we got?
Personal foul. Head. Oh, to the head. Ooh. And then unsportsmanlike. Also on Grace.
Wow.
Man, that's going to be 30 yards of penalties, Vince. Wow, what a momentum shift.
I saw the coach come out there and say something to him.
Ooh.
And look, he's taking his helmet off. He's walking off.
Oh, that's not a smart play. That was 19 Dylan Taylor there on the.
Yeah.
He picked up 2 flags.
Yeah, he got a little heat.
So it went from they had forced them to go to 4th down.
Yeah.
Now they're going to get a 1st down, and that ball's going a long way here. That ref's going to get tired of running that ball.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what probably happened was he got the penalty for hands to the face,
and he didn't like the penalty.
He didn't like the penalty, so he must have said something right there.
Is there anybody that's ever liked the penalty thrown on him?
No, but you know not to say nothing. You got to be smart enough not to say nothing in front of a ref.
This one, yeah.
So I think that's what hurt him there.
Yeah, because the ref threw the flag and he threw his hat. What happens if you throw the hat and need another penalty flag? What do you throw your
shoe?
I don't know. So here we go, and the play's blown dead again here with 7:10 left. Let's see. Not sure what's going on here. The ref's gonna talk about it with his side judge here. So now the ball for Brook Hill is spotted at the Grace. Oh, they're moving the ball up. Okay, so it's now spotted at the Grace 32-yard line, Vince.
Yeah.
Whew. Man, what a momentum swing without a play being.
Without a play.
Whew. So here we go. McCowan back to pass. Looking. Rolls out to his right. Trying to find a receiver. Caught.
Oh,
Brook a tackle. Westbrook with the catch and the first down for the guard. Inside the 15.
Look, they're getting set.
And they're running.
Go.
That's at the 14 is where the spot is. 1st and 10. McCowan. Handoff. Durrett just kind of watching for a hole there and picks a few yards up on first. So 2nd down and 8. This is a huge drive for Brook Hill right here, Vince.
It is.
I mean, they basically goal line stood it down here, forced Grace to turn it over to
They
him.
got to put this one in the end zone.
This will be a big momentum. Continue the shift to Brook Hill. So McCowan keeps it. And, he's met by a force.
Yes.
That's that John Doe we don't have a name on.
We don't know who he is.
Number 5 for Grace. He's had a couple of big plays, and I wish we had his name.
That's a rogue agent out there. We don't know who that is.
We got one. Hi from Monterrey, Mexico. Out of the country, Vince. We'd like to give a shout-out to Marco Diaz.
Thanks for watching.
Go guard, he said. All right.
Yeah.
Number 16 he's rooting for. Marcelo Martinez.
That's my guy.
Hey.
That's my guy, Marcelo.
Hey, just congratulations, Marco. You're the first person that's ever commented, listened out of the U.S.
That.
Man, that's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Man, all kinds of firsts tonight.
Yeah.
This is the first of many of these games I have a feeling on NETsn, Vince.
Watching from Mexico.
Wow.
That's
McCowan.
Good.
Pressure up the middle. Screen. Toss to Durrett. He's got a lot of room. And he's going to be taken down at about the 6-yard line. So he's just short of the first.
Walked down by number 42, Blake Harmon.
Man, that was a nice tackle.
Yeah.
I thought Durrett was going to score.
I thought he was too.
So 4th down and about 2. Let's see what's going to happen here. Looks like they're going to line up and go for it here.
My mindset is we going for this.
So McCowan looking for the play from the sideline, a big play as the guard faithful getting on their feet here.
I will say, if I'm Grace, I'm watching for screens.
It's that little pistol formation again. McCowan. Handoff, Durrett, a lot of room, and it's going to be a first down inside the 5, down to about the 2. What a call there, Vince.
Yeah.
Do you give it to him again?
Yeah.
I think I line up the same play, run it right down the throat again, huh? So, we got some good
fans up on their feet.
Man, here we go. 1st and goal for Brook Hill. Cowan. Handoff. Durrett broke the first tackle, and he breaks another one. Touchdown, guard. Braxton Durrett into the end zone.
Let's go.
And Brook Hill leads for the first time tonight, 9-7.
I'm sorry, I got a little excited there. I was waiting on it. There we go.
Swinging gate line up here. We'll see what they do. They flip it to number 4. He's in.
He's in. Wow.
That's Carlos Alfrey for the 2-point conversion. And now Brook Hill leads 11-7 here on NETsn. 4:18 left in the third. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Wow.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
We're back here on NETsn. That touchdown scored by Braxton Durrett, the 2-point conversion by Alfrey puts Brook Hill up.
Now check this out.
Yeah.
The mistake made by Brook Hill when they didn't get that punt return led to the touchdown.
Okay.
The mistake Grace made down here with the double penalty led to 30 yards in penalties, which led to the touchdown.
Yeah. Well, and that drive would have been over, Vince, because that was fourth down.
It was fourth down.
So we talked about mistakes. And taking advantage of them.
And taking advantage.
And
there
so
you go.
that's been the story of the game.
Yeah.
So in rivalry games like this, especially, as a Zigbee boots it through the end zone again.
It's going to be a bad Monday morning for somebody. Yeah.
Nobody wants to lose this game. I talked about the
Nobody wants to
JV
lose
game.
this one.
Came down to the last point of the game, and this one's no different, it looks like, for right now. And so Davis hands off to Turner, and Turner breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to pick up about 3 on first down.
Drop down there by number 16, Martinez.
So 2nd and 7 for Grace from the 28-yard line.
That's a help from Samuel Williams, number 11.
Davis looking for a little short pass over the sideline to Livingston.
Oh.
Livingston breaks a couple tackles. Ankle tackle brought him down. Whew. I think that's why they were targeting Vince. He's got a little speed on him, Livingston.
Yeah, listen, Hayden Watson, he saved the touchdown right there.
So first down for Grace. Ball now at their own 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Davis rolls out to the left. Flag. Maybe some holding going on there, Vince. That's kind of what the
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
let's see what the call is. I think it's going to be holding, though. Waiting for the official signal here. Oh, chop block. Ooh. Is that's 15, isn't it, Vince, a chop block?
I believe so.
And a holding on the same play.
On the same, yeah.
Man, that's a rough one. Now, they don't – if one's a personal foul, do they get both penalties? We'll see where they mark off here.
Yeah, I think they should get both.
Because if it was – they only get one normally, but if it's a personal foul, usually you can get that one and the other penalty. So we'll see where they mark it. And if you're Coach Ryle, I'm sure you want both of them if you can have them. So it went from first down at the 46 to now the ball spotted at the 31. So they must have took the 15-yard personal foul only, so that maybe they can only get one. Maybe it's a dead ball one that they can do.
Uh-oh.
Pitch to Turner. And
he's still going.
Not a bad little run for Turner. He's going to be stopped by a host of Brook Hill guys. You got any numbers there, Vince?
Hayden Watson was on the tackle, and I believe that was Oots. My guy Oots on the tackle, too.
So they're up to the 39-yard line. So second down and 17. Davis, back to pass, looking for receivers. Got one across the middle. And a lot of contact there. No flag.
No flag, though. No flag.
So that's good coverage there, Vince. Yeah. But I don't know. I thought it might be. I was looking for the flag. It looked maybe a little early, but no flag from the referee.
No. I think that was defended pretty well
think so?
by Carlos.
So I can ride your back and hug you a little bit.
Well, listen, there was a couple of minutes ago.
I know, but I'm just saying this particular call.
They owe one.
Okay, so that's what it was. Because I think that the Grace guy should have charged Alfrey for that ride there. That I think that might have been.
But they gave him one that they shouldn't have earlier in the game. So
Okay.
I feel like they owed him that.
Okay, I get it. No flag nonetheless. So 3rd and long for Grace.
Uh-oh.
A flea flicker. No, as Turner's going to run it. There was nobody open. Breaks another tackle. Spins off a tackle, and it takes.
Breaks tackle.
Man, how many guys did it take to get him down? It's maybe the 5th or 6th guy that contacts him.
Yeah.
Great run by Turner, but nonetheless, still going to be 4th down for Grace. Now we have a penalty here, and Brook Hill, as Oots didn't like something. I don't know what they called here. We'll see. Face mask on the defense. Ouch. That's an automatic first, isn't it? That's going to be a big penalty there, Vince, if that's.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Man, that's a real.
They had 4th down. I feel deja vu coming along. Kind of the same thing happened on the last drive as Brook Hill was going to be on 4th down, and they had the penalties by Grace. This time, the face mask penalty on Brook Hill gives Grace new life, as now they're across midfield. They're going to be at the Brook Hill 42, 1st and 10. Turner up the middle. He's got room. Wow. Turner's burning it to the end zone. Touchdown, Grace. Wow, he put on the juice there, Vince.
Yeah, he did.
That's a big boy to run that fast. Woo.
Wow.
And just like that, another mistake.
Cost him.
Grace took advantage and points for them. So 13-11 here with a point after pending. Man, Turner just shows you that he's got a little speed too.
Yeah, he does.
So it's Gabe King on to kick the PAT. Oh, a bobbled snap. And no good on the extra point.
Wow.
So the score remains 13-11. Grace, 1:32 left in the 3rd. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere right here on NETsn.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
We're back here in Bullard, Texas, the campus of Brook Hill School, as Grace just took the lead 13-11 on another one of those big penalties, Vince.
Yeah.
Gave him new life, and one play later,
touchdown.
Mr. Turner made him pay. So we kickoff set to go here as Blake Harmon will be doing the kickoff duties, and he booms it into the end zone. And it's a touchback. So Brook Hill will take over 1st and 10 from the 25. Still getting used to that 25. That 20 has been that so long now. It's just kind of it's just weird to me. But and the fact that you can fair catch, and you don't have to you can let the ball roll. You just fair catch it. It's still all weird to me, those rules.
Yeah. But they're trying to make the game safer. So
yeah. I get it. It's just still strange.
Yeah.
Just getting used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So Brook Hill takes over, only trailing by 2. Here in this great battle here between two Taps rivals. Cowan back to pass. He's looking deep. He's got a man down the sideline. Caught! What a catch!
Here we go. He's gone. Off to the
Kendrick, touchdown! Brook Hill, 75 yards. McCowan to Kendrick.
First play.
What a retaliatory strike, Vince.
Wow.
Woo! Man.
Wow.
And Mr. Kendrick earned that one, Vince. He needed that one.
He needed to put it back. Yeah, he needed that one back.
He got that one back. He'll be feeling a lot better after that one now. What a play.
Wow.
So Brook Hill, it's a 4-point game, 17-13 here. We'll see. They're going to go for it here, Vince.
Yeah.
Interesting here. So McCowan fakes it, looking in the flat, and could not find it. But I think it's going to be another roughing the passer.
Wow.
Because McCowan's down, and he's kind of not getting up a little slow. And so that's going to give Brook Hill another chance. Let's see. If McCowan will stay in. Is he down? Did he went ahead and go down?
He's not getting up.
Yeah, that's huge there. It looks like Cam Ryle, Coach Ryle's son, the junior quarterback, is kind of out there. Looks like he may go in.
Yeah.
It's
Looks
McCowan.
like he got up.
He's
walking off on his own power,
now,
so that's good.
Now, here's my thing on some of these hits,
Okay.
Vince, and this is just my opinion.
Okay.
If you late hit somebody and they can't return, the other guy shouldn't return. I like, because I mean, you take somebody out. Like,
Dang,
I know that's stiff, but if you knock somebody out of the game and they can't return,
But I know what you're saying.
you understand, like an eye for an eye type deal.
Yeah.
Now, if
sometimes
they're
it could
able
be
to
a
come back
mistake,
in,
and it just happens. You know.
but I mean, if
The
it's
speed
if
of the
it's
game is
I understand, but if it's a blatant penalty like that,
wow.
so Ryle hands off. Durrett, he's got lots of room outside. He reaches for the goal line. 2-point good.
2-point is good.
So
Good.
19-13.
Wow.
Brook Hill now leads. Wow. Durrett, man.
Yeah. He that dude.
He ain't quitting, man. I've seen this guy play basketball as well.
Yeah.
You know how I used to play basketball.
Yeah.
That's how this kid plays everything.
He grinds, man.
I mean, if that ball is on the ground on the court, he's diving into the bleachers, crashing into it to get it.
yeah.
He's taking those charges. He does the same thing out here. He doesn't quit. He was going to dive with everything he had to get that ball across the line. So 1:17 left, and Brook Hill leads 19-13. We're going to take a quick break right here on NETsn.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
And we're back here on NETsn as our man Ezigby set to kick off for Brook Hill. And he boots it deep. And it's going to be a touchback. So Grace will take over 1st and 10 from the 25. So, man, 2 big plays in a row.
Yeah.
Back-to-back touchdowns by you had Turner
Now
and you had Kendrick.
Let me say this.
Go for it.
The Kendrick touchdown was not the result of any mistake.
That was
just
no, it was a
just,
result.
I wanted.
It was a result of a great throw by McCowan and Kendrick. He's not going down. He made that play himself. So great throw by McCowan and Kendrick said, I need some revenge.
Yeah.
So here we go. Grace with the ball, 1st and 10 from the 25. Handoff Turner. Ooh, he's going absolutely nowhere. Woo!
the line.
That's a big boy making that tackle, Vince.
Man,
Give me that name. Give it to me.
Alexander. Oh, Alexander H. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Hootenimini.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna say Alexander H. Man, number 73.
We need a nickname for him.
I'm gonna give him a nickname.
We need one. Alexander the Great, man.
The Great? We're gonna call him the Great?
The Great.
Man, look. He
There
playing
we go.
like he playing
Davis
great right
rolls
now.
left. He's got a man. Ball's juggled but caught.
Got a first down.
I believe that was going to be number 3, Ryder Welch on the sideline, and it is a first down. I keep seeing that streak over there, Vince, and I'm wondering how long they're going to let this game go.
Come on, we almost out of here.
Well, I mean, we got 1 quarter to play.
One more quarter to play.
Uh-oh. What are we doing here? Holding on Grace. So, personal foul against Brook Hill. Is that going to offset? They're going to replay the – we'll see here. I'm not sure. So the result of the play was a first down. It looks like they're backing them up, though. So they may just go back and –
Did you get what the call was?
Well, we had a holding on Grace, and then a personal foul on Brook Hill. So they're marking back the penalty
and then
walking it forward. So I think it's going to be a gain of 5 yards because But is that an automatic first down on the personal foul? I don't know. Let's see. No. They're marking it.
Yeah, they're going to keep it at second down.
So 2nd and 7. So end up being a gain of 3 for Grace. Davis flings it. Oh, that was almost a really risky play, and it almost backfired on Affrey there.
Yeah.
He kind of undercut that, and Turner.
He was trying to play the ball.
Turner, if he catches that, where's he going, Vince?
To the house.
There was nobody within 20 yards of Turner. We know how fast he is. So
Brook Hill needs to be careful because they may go back to that.
Man, he was open.
Yeah.
So 3rd down.
Here it is again.
Davis, pressure coming. He's got a man stuck, and the ball comes out. Is it going to be incomplete? So they're ruling it incomplete, but that was a stick. Who was that, Vince? Was that our man again?
That's my guy, Ryder Williams.
Williams, he stuck him.
He said, I've been waiting on it all night.
And Livingston, he's not getting up. His helmet got knocked off, and he is still down on the play. That's an injury timeout. We're going to take it with him. All our injury timeouts this season are sponsored by Karen Murphy with Century 21. We'll be right back.
Karen Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get you the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
We're back. 17 seconds left in the 3rd. It's 4th and 7, and Grace is back to punt. That's our man again, Harmon. And
there you go.
What did he do this time? What did Ryder Williams do this time, Vince?
Off of it.
He said, get away. Yeah, I'm not touching that thing. I'm going to let it bounce wherever it needs to go. We're ahead. And Brook Hill's going to take over with 6 seconds left here in the quarter. Looks like they're going to.
Watching this, Brook Hill. If you notice, Brook Hill's defense is they are live. They're lively right now. That's dangerous.
Yep.
That's what's scary when they get like that.
Yep. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the Brook Hill 28. Good news is Jonah McCowan is trotting back on the field for if you're a guard fan. We got Eduardo from Mexico City as well, also
Okay.
rooting on Marcelo Martinez.
All right.
So McCowan's school screenplay over to the right side's caught. See who that is that made the catch.
That play will end the third quarter.
Segment number 18,
Yeah.
Blake Witten. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. So we're going to the fourth here in Bullard, Harrington Stadium at the Brook Hill School. We've got a good one, a Taps rivalry across town. Brook Hill 19, Grace 13. If you're watching, don't go anywhere. Right here on NETsn. Back here on NETsn for the fourth quarter. McCowan hands off. Durrett looking for some room. Finds a little crease.
Yeah.
He's going to get, and we got another late hit, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they threw it at the lineman. I thought that was McCowan down again, but I don't think it was. But Durrett made a good run. He does a good job of following his line.
Yeah.
Let's see. I didn't see him signal anything yet. Did you see?
I didn't see him. He didn't do anything yet.
Okay. Let's see what he's got. Personal foul. It is against Grace.
Yeah.
He must have just hit the lineman that time. I don't know that I'd want to mess with him, Vince. That is a big boy that's what is that, Luke Cundiff. He's a big guy, man. I don't know that I would be messing with him. Now, they're marking off backwards. Did you just see what they just signaled?
What?
Because now they're marking it off against Brook Hill. Now, they signaled originally against Grace. I don't know about that one. I'm a little bit confused. But either way, it's going to be second down and, look, what, 15? No, 25 from the 15. I don't know. Have to go back and watch the replay to see what happened on that one. But you know where you can watch this game for the rest of the week or anytime?
NETsn.
Yeah, you can go back and watch this game anytime if you're at the game or wherever. You can watch the games every week. McCowan hits him in the flat. That's his man, number 1, Westbrook. And a nice job by Westbrook.
That's a good. I mean, he
got back to
rolled over.
Past the original line of scrimmage.
Torres there, so
yeah. So pretty good gain there on second. So it's going to bring up a third down and 9. Now this is big right here, Vince. If you're Brook Hill, you want to keep the chains moving. Grace is trying to turn it back over to get the ball. So this is a big third down here early in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, if you're Grace, you definitely want to get this. You want to slow this down.
So McCowan, you're going to try to draw him off sides and then set up again. McCowan with Durrett to his left. And looks like Brook Hill is going to take a timeout. And we'll take it with him. 10:46 left in the game. Big third down coming up for Brook Hill right here on NETsn. Be right back.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of NETsn. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it is across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felt, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike's today at 903-842-4499.
All right, we're back. Big third down for Brook Hill. McCowan looking for a screen.
and there's a flag
the ball is loose. And a flag. And the ball is going to go over to Grace. Looks like the ball was recovered there by Grace's 51, Grant Faulkner. We also have a flag. I'm guessing it's probably holding on Brook Hill to be declined, and it is.
Yeah.
So there's another mistake here. Fourth quarter, 6-point game, and now Grace is going to get the ball inside Brook Hill territory in the red zone here, Vince.
Not good. Not good. But I will say, Grace has been – I'm sorry, not Grace. Brook Hill has been really good defensively tonight. So,
I'd say they've been stingy.
Stingy, very stingy. They can make a stand right here.
So here we go. Davis, handoff. And so Turner again, and not much room there.
Now when you got Williams out there.
Is there more than one Williams? I feel like there's like 18 Williamses.
Yeah, they might be related. Ryder Williams, Samuel Williams,
Man.
It's a lot of Williams. It's a common name.
You get a lot of the same family tree that's a good athlete. Makes for a good team.
It does.
Davis, Turner runs outside, and nice actually to get over there, Vince. Not sure who that was there. Do you have a number on the tackler?
It
was several guys. Yeah. They cut that corner off really quickly. I thought Turner was going to be able to turn the corner there.
Oh, that's Riles. That's Cam Riles.
Cam Riles, all right.
Coming up big.
So third down. It's a big third here. 3rd and 8. Clock ticking under 9.5 minutes to go in the game. You got Turner kind of flying out to the side, and little play by inside back there. Was that the receiver? Yeah, I believe so.
I believe it was.
They tossed it to the receiver on a little of a reverse, and that's Welch.
Yeah, he didn't. But it didn't fool Oots.
So here we go. Grace is going to take 3. It looks like, or they're going to attempt to take 3.
Yeah.
So Brook Hill, if that's the case, it will be a big stop. They're bringing in Harmon to kick this time. They've kind of bounced a few players in and out. So this kick is going to be put down at the 23, so 33-yard field goal.
Yeah.
He's definitely got the leg for it. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And looks good from here, and it is. So with 8:36 left, Grace takes the lead and cuts it in half. It's 19-16. We've got an excellent game here. Tell your friends about this one right here on NETsn.
Lace up your sneakers. It is time to get colorful for a cause. Join us at the Color Fun Run on September 16th. Kiddos can participate in the Bulldog Dash with Mr. Dean, followed by the official Color Fun Run and the Bulldog Dash Challenge. By running in the Color Fun Run, you are supporting innovative teaching grants, directly impacting our Chapel Hill ISD teachers. Purchase your tickets online today at chisdeducationfoundation.org. Let's run together for our teachers.
Brett Swinney, Vincent Johnson here on the call in Brook Hill. As we got a good one here as it's 19-16 with 8:36 left. Vince is going to come down to who has the ball last and who makes the least mistakes coming forward here.
Yeah.
Back deep for the guard, Xavier Kendrick, along with Leland Watley.
I can't say enough about that Brook Hill defense, though.
I mean, you're right. They've been impressive.
Coach Hubbard has to be proud of that unit he has.
And the kick by Harmon goes through the end zone, and Brook Hill will be starting at the 25. We've said that a lot tonight. The two kickers have been a good job. There really hasn't been many returns for kickoffs. Got a few scores here. Our other game on NETsn tonight. Center leads North DeSoto 45-36. Just right through the about 10 seconds left in the third quarter. We got ARP at half over Carlisle 28-13. We've got Tyler High still over Mesquite Horn going into the fourth, Vince, 21-12.
Anything else we got here?
You said the Athens Rusk was tied. That's a good one. Longview over Legacy, 28-7. And Durrett was tackled there with a loss of 1. Timpson knocks off Dangerfield 33-26. So that's a great game there
So it
in
came
Timpson. Yep. So Timpson goes to 3-0.
Did you give that White House score? White House is up 45-8 over Corsicana.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Be a big win for White House.
Yeah.
McCowan pass, and he throws it into the Grace coaching staff. Just trying to get rid of it there as he had some pressure in his face. And through 2 plays of this possession, -1 yards for Brook Hill. This is a big play right here. They need to you don't want to give the ball right back to Grace. They've got a little momentum. You don't want to give it back to him here.
Patricia Manfroni, we have a lost item that belongs to you in the press box.
So here we go. Got 3 receivers, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near side here for Brook Hill. The other one comes in motion. So all 3 on the short side, looking for a little screen and a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Man. McCowan was just lucky to get that one away, Vince.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was, man. Blake Harmon was on his bumper.
He was giving a little friendly bump.
Yeah.
Was that you're in heavy traffic in Dallas? You just kind of nudge him a little bit. Hey, come on, let's go.
Give him a little encouragement. Get out of my way.
So Bertage set to punt away for the guard. Low line and kick. Received by Turner at the 45. He cuts it right. He's got a little space. Crosses midfield.
Ooh,
got a sideline and a big hit.
Wow.
Out of bounds at about the 28-yard line of Brook Hill.
He was moving.
Nice run there by Turner. And they're right back at it. Not even that far from field goal range to tie this game with 7:33 left. So, and you talked about it, Brook Hill's defense.
Yeah.
How many times do they have to bail the offense out, though? The offense has kind of gone stale here over the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Now, I got to give some credit to Grace in their defense because they're doing the same thing.
They've done a good job of tightening it up here
really
lately.
Good job here.
Davis, just overshoots his man Livingston. So he's 2nd down and 10. We got George Guerrero saying go Marcelo. Man, Marcelo's got the biggest fan base I've ever seen. Shout out to him.
You got everybody watching.
Davis, back to pass. Got a man open, caught, and broke a tackle, and he's going to score.
Touchdown.
And I believe that's Livingston again on the Grace touchdown. Nice job for Davis finding his man. And Livingston's been tough to get down.
Yeah, he has.
So Grace lines up in the swinging gate. Now it's a 3-point game, so this is a big extra point here. I don't imagine they're going to be trying to go for it. I wouldn't think. They're going to line up and try to make this a 4-point game. And they are. Is Harmon's going to be on the kick here. Kick is up and good.
Looks like the Chapel Hill game was called because of lightning, so it's over at 57-14, Chapel Hill.
So nice win by the Bulldogs. Their #1 ranking is still intact. So with 7:21 left here in the game, Grace now leads. They've rattled off 10 straight points. They lead by 4, 23-19. I'm so excited here on NETsn. We'll be right back.
Closest lightning strike is 28 miles away.
We're back here on NETsn as Grace set to kick off. Number 42, Blake Harmon. I'm going to predict a kick through the end zone, Vince.
Oh, yeah.
And, he kicks a little higher, but still into
still
the end zone. Man. So, again, on repeat, 1st and 10, Brook Hill from the 25-yard line. What are you looking for this drive, Vince? They still got 7 minutes, so all the plays are open right now in the playbook. They've got 2 timeouts, so they've used 1.
They know they can go out and score. They just have to go do it, you know?
Do they try to strike again
whatever it takes.
You got Williams and Kendrick dangerous out there on the outside.
I don't think this is a situation where it's like we need to build confidence. They got the confidence. They know they can do it.
Okay, McCowan. Ooh, just missed hits. And that's way off the mark. Westbrook turned around and it was off by about 3 or 4 yards there. And
yeah.
So here we go. 2nd down and 10.
Looks like Pine Tree Kilgore game was delayed, so the score is still 3-0 Pine Tree.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Kilgore.
Oh, don't say Pine Tree now.
Yeah, don't say.
That may be where that lightning is coming from over there to the east. All right, so McCowan back to pass, looking for somebody. Got a man in his face, and that throws it up. Lucky not to get intercepted there. Man, Grace has been able to put a lot of pressure
they're getting
on
in the
McCowan and forcing some errant throws. So now they've kind of gone stale on offense.
Yeah.
They had the one big play to Kendrick, and then they've kind of just gone cold here. So they need a little something here to get the mojo back going here.
I'd shoot for something towards the middle of the field, personally.
Here we go. McCowan rolls out. He looks like he's going to take off. Whoop, nope. Cuts it back up the middle and hit. The ball comes loose.
Oh, wow.
And pouncing on that one is number 11, Jeff Torres for Grace. Now, are they saying he's down? The ref pointed at the ground like he was down, but it's not going to matter. I mean, a little bit. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to call him down. Looks like they're going to bring Ritage into punt. Now, if you ever needed some defense, here's the time.
Yeah.
You've got the dangerous Grant Turner back receiving for Grace. And he's switched the fields a few times on punting. So I don't know if I may try to go punt away from him if I could. So we'll see what Ritage does here. punts it away. He kind of angles it over here out of the way, and he really shanks it out of bounds. I mean, they were really avoiding him.
Yeah.
So, see where they actually marked the ball. Maybe it looks like at the 44-yard line. Honestly, that was probably a better move than punting to Turner, though.
Yeah, because he clearly can take it to the house.
Now
he has the athleticism to do that.
It's Turner's game, right? If you're Grace,
yeah,
you put the ball in your best player's hands and see if he
mean,
can finish the game off for you with 6:43 left.
6:43, I'm up. Yeah.
So here we go. Davis in the gun with Turner to his right. He's going to hand off. And, ooh, nice cut by Turner as he breaks another tackle, cuts it back up left. Turner is going all the way in. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Grant Turner.
Wow.
And the problem is there's a little piece of yellow on the field back here, Vince.
Uh-oh.
And I think that may be a problem for the Grace fan.
Signaling to come back.
So that's a lot of running for Mr. Turner. And it's going to come.
He might be gassed after that one.
Ooh, but that cut he made, nonetheless, don't mind the penalty, but that was a nasty cut. Man, oh, man. And it will be against Grace, so that's going to be a game-saving penalty for Brook Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, the way their offense is playing right now in that run, that could have been a backbreaker. But, again, another penalty, and so they get new life.
So now I'm telling my defense, you got to play big up front. You can't have those gaps like that open. Look at what he can do with just a little bit of room.
Man, that was impressive.
And he is fired up down there.
So
Coach Hubbard is hot down there. He did not like that.
It doesn't take much to get him fired up, though. He can just so let's see. Where they put the ball back where it was? Maybe the penalty was 10 yards down the field when they. So it's going to be 1st and 9 actually. So they give him 1 yard gain net there. Davis rolls out, overthrows Turner. That's tough for a quarterback to roll to his weak side there.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 9. Ball's at the 45-yard line. I'm going to say the 2nd down play is pretty big because it's going to determine what Grace has to do on 3rd. If Brook Hill can keep him to little or no gain, it's going to make Grace really think about throwing the ball. Now, you've got Turner not in the backfield. He's out here on the near side over here next to his buddy Heitch. So I'm looking to see what they do here. And he's rolling away from him. Pursuit. Davis. Oh, what a catch, Vince.
Did he catch that?
Wow. Great catch by number 3, Ryder Welch.
Wow.
That was like right above the turf.
I don't know.
Well, the referee was right there.
Yeah, he saw it. He saw it. He better him than me. So
I mean, it was one of those that's like he reached down and caught it.
Yeah.
Maybe inches from the turf. Man. It's a drive-saving catch from Welch, though.
It was.
So it's going to put them at 1st and 10. They're going to continue that clock rolling under 6 minutes to go here. Handoff up the middle. Turner, he's got some room. Oh no, that's not Turner. That's not Turner. That's Harmon.
That's Harmon. Yeah.
Man, even Harmon got some wheels.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have been a kicker, Vince.
Maybe I should.
He can do it all.
You know, I need to get these guys. I need to get their workout regimen or their meal plans. You know, Zigbee. I mean, I need to know what you eating, man. I need to know what you eating.
They're like, man, forget this. We've ran Turner all night. He's going to wind up at receiver. Let's hand it off to Harmon. Because he's still in the backfield.
Because I stopped
Maybe Harmon's the closer. They bring in the closer. And Davis tells the center a little bit of a play change. And he fakes it to Harmon. He's going to throw. There's a flag on the play. And good defense down there. Pass intended for Welch again.
Defended by Xavier Kendrick.
But it's going to be a holding call on Grace. It's going to back them up 10. Hey, we got a That's So Dope podcast sighting. Corey's tuned in. Shout out to our man CM tonight.
Appreciate you watching.
Hashtag we want Corey, right? Hashtag we want Corey.
Nah, I'm not going to say that.
You got to give him a hard time, man.
I'm not going to get on his bad side.
Oh, that's not his bad side. He knows we love him.
Yeah.
So, first down and 20 for Grace. Now I would say if you're Brook Hill, this is where you got to lock in. You can't make any mistakes to give him.
You got to get pressure. You got to get in that backfield.
So, Davis. He's going to hand off. Ooh, and that's Harmon. He's bouncing off tacklers. Goodness gracious. He's like a bowling ball running over pins.
What are they feeding these children today?
Oh, no.
Like, I don't get it.
And we got an injured player, looks like, for Brook Hill.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to take maybe just a cramp. He's down. We'll take an injury timeout, sponsored by Karen Murphy with Century 21. Be right back.
Karen Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get you the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
Back here on NETsn. Vince, you find any interesting scores over there we got while we're kind of...
some of these are staying the same, and it's making me wonder if any of these games were delayed.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Because I was saying the Pine Tree Kilgore game was delayed, but...
Tyler High got the win, 27-12 over Mesquite
it's the
Horn.
final. Okay.
Yeah. So, big win for Tyler High. Maybe I believe in Tyler High now after that win. I think they.
Oh, I'm sending some text messages right now. People who should have believed.
I was on the fence. I wanted to see him beat somebody, and I think this one here gives me.
I said they were going to do it.
Davis over the hike, and he's just gonna kind of go down where he catches it at the 30. But I think they needed to beat somebody for themselves. They needed to beat somebody tonight. They needed that. You know, we talked about Marshall. They're losing right now to Henderson, the last score we have. And also, we don't know how good Legacy is. They're losing to Longview at half, according to the last score we got. And it just kind of, this game right here, they beat a team that was 2-0, a 6A program. So,
yeah,
I think that gives them some confidence for Coach Woods and his staff. Hopefully they're all for Coach Woods there now. They're on the train in Tyler High territory. I mean, he's 3-0. I mean, rolling right now. Now we'll see when district comes around what happens, but off to a great start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you got?
I'm looking. The center score is still the same. Hasn't changed on here.
Yeah.
He had ARP up 28-13 over Carlisle. That was a halftime score. Said that one earlier. Crandall over Jacksonville right now, halfway through the third quarter, 49-17. Athens Rusk tied at 38, 8:22 left in the game there. Still halftime score from Kilgore. So halftime from Van. I'm wondering if some of these games have been delayed.
Yeah.
Sulphur Springs going in the fourth, they're up 35-21 over Hallsville. So Davis. And a lot of pressure. Down goes Davis.
Swallowed up.
Oh, a nice little dance there.
By my boy, Alec. No.
That's Precarian.
That's Precarian.
Yeah,
I had the wrong number.
I don't know what this little dance right here is, but that's what he was doing. I don't know.
There was another one on the was that my boy Williams?
That was Williams. Williams was in on the tackle as well there. So that's going to bring up a long fourth down. We got clock running under 3.5 to go. So 4-point game. Grace is about to have to punt it away. And that's, you know who it is out there, Harmon. He's been out there a lot for Grace. He's going to punt. And punt goes away. And Mr. Williams says, I'm not touching that one, and I don't blame him.
Yeah.
And either way, it's going to be a long drive if Brook Hill is to come out with the win here. They're going to start at about their own 8 with 3 minutes to go. 3-minute drill, Vince. What do you see coming in this drive? You put your coach's hat on, Mr. Johnson. What are you doing here?
The little things are not. It's not working for them right now. I might just take one shot down the field like they did when they came out in the half. I might do something like that just to see.
The thing they have to do is they have to give McCown time. He hadn't had a lot of time to throw this half.
You need to have a conversation with the offensive line. You got to give McCown some time.
McCown, back to pass.
And he's got it.
He's got a little time. Steps up in the pocket, throws it away. Smart play.
Okay.
Don't take a sack.
Yeah.
Live to fight another day.
Don't let it go unless you see it.
So you 2nd down and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 from the Brook Hill 8-yard line.
All right.
There we go. McCown in the gun. Back to pass. Rolls to his right. Tries a sideline catch, and it's going to be caught, I believe. Yes, caught by Ryder Williams. And that's enough for a 1st down. Nice play. I like that.
Yeah.
Just pick up 10 yards. They got out of bounds. Stops the clock. Let's see. What happened here? We got an injury down here on the side. Looks maybe some more cramps for Grace. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on NETsn.
Karen Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get you the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
Back here on NETsn, 2:48 left here. Injured players. I think it was just cramps there. Number 5 for Grace is walking off on his own power. So after that big catch by Ryder Williams, it'll be 1st and 10 Brook Hill from the 21-yard line. McCown, back to pass. He's got a man across the middle. Caught! It's Ryder Williams again. No, I'm sorry, Xavier. It's Xavier Kendrick again.
Yeah, he kind of flexed.
Man.
Like, yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Xavier Kendrick with a huge catch.
Yeah, I like the attitude.
Ball spotted now at the 37-yard line with just over 2 minutes to go here in the game. Vince, it's not over here in Brook Hill.
No, it's not. Not yet.
And I don't think anybody's left either.
That's what I was saying. Like, I may take just a big shot downfield.
There we go. Good call. McCown rolls to his right. He's got time. He's going for the end zone. He just overthrows him. Intended over there. That time it was intended for Ryder Williams. Sorry, Xavier. I thought you were Ryder a while ago. At 2 and 3, they
both have come up big.
Yeah, both of them have played well. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. McCown drops back to pass. Pressure coming from his backside. He's sacked.
You got him.
Sacked by number, was that 70?
Yeah, number 70, Nick Boone. He's been on it all night.
And so that was a big play there. And that brings up a 3rd down and a long way. A 3rd and 16 from the 44. Clock is rolling. 1:40 left. McCown in the gun. Blitz coming and forces the overthrow. Man, nice pickup by Durrett. He saved his man McCowan, but still was enough disruption there. Caused a high throw over Williams, and now.
Oh, wait,
like
something's going on. Somebody's being pulled out.
Is injury timeout, I think, for that's number 1.
Oh, he don't.
That's Westbrook.
He don't want to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He's cramping, looks like, again. So, all right, let's talk about it, Vince. This is it right here. Brook Hill's out of timeouts. 127.
Yeah.
4th and 16.
They can get in the backfield. Grace can get credit to Grace's defense. They can get in the backfield. I think their only weakness is the secondary in their coverage with the secondary. So if you could find a way to give McCowan about 5 to 6 seconds.
Yeah.
And just put one out there 20 yards down the field. You give Xavier or
you got Kendrick or Williams a shot.
You know, I think it'll work.
Well, that's been the key. I think the second half key to me has been Grace's pressure on McCowan.
Exactly.
They've been able to penetrate Brook Hill's offensive line and kind of put McCowan into rest.
Yeah.
He's either made a big pass if he gets it out.
And it makes the secondary look better because they don't even get a pass off.
Mm-hmm. But when they've gotten the pressure to him, it's forced bad throws and rushed throws. So, I mean, here we go. This is
it.
So 127 left, and Grace looking to win this game. Brook Hill not down yet. So we got. Looks like going to the far side over there is going to be Kendrick. We've got Williams here on the near side. McCowan signaling motion. And here we go. McCowan drops back. He's got time to throw. And the ball is up in the air and intercepted.
I think the receiver is that
Kendrick? I believe it's
is that Xavier?
Xavier Kendrick, yeah.
Xavier.
But he turned over. Yeah, he lost the ball. He had to turn kind of one way, and then he turned the other way, and Grace was there.
And giving some credit to Grace, they double covered him. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they did what they were supposed to do.
Yep, a tough, hard-fought game here, but man. A battle tonight.
Yeah.
So barring a mishandling of a snap or something, Grace is going to move to 3-0. Brook Hill dropped to 1-2, and they're going to go to White Oak next week. Brook Hill is. I know that is a game they've got on their schedule, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. Me and you will be back to watch them play Atlanta here at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in Chapel Hill next week covering Chapel Hill and Nacogdoches Bulldogs Stadium. Are you with me next week, Vince? I feel like you might be with me.
I think I am, actually.
I think you're coming to watch some Chapel Hill football with me next week. So we'll be there covering that game. We'll have the game on NETsn, the audio only, and then our NETsn Live web stream. As Grace takes a knee. Probably need to take a couple more snaps, and they'll be able to ice it. But, man, what a great game. I mean, there's a lot of things that tonight had. You had the crowd. I mean, both teams had excellent crowds. Halftime show was great by both sides. The football was excellent.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for a better atmosphere out here in Brook Hill. Just plays here and there, little things.
Yeah. They both got some stuff to clean up. You know.
And that's why you play these big non-district games like this. And we talked about it a little bit before. Next year, this game will be even more as they're going to be possibly in the same district. Very good chance that Grace and Brook Hill. So
honestly, I feel like they should be.
Yep. and as Brook Hill is probably going to move up classification, and that's going to be the last snap of the game, and Grace is going to come out on top, 23-19 here in Bullard at Harrington Stadium on the campus of Brook Hill School. Vince, final thoughts on this one?
You know, somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. I said that earlier. Both of these teams, they made some mistakes, but they also made some big plays too. You know, so as much as you know, some people might think there's a lot of things you need to correct. There's a lot of things that went well for both teams. Yeah. That's the truth. A lot of things went well for both teams. So I think Brook Hill has a very strong run game. Very strong run game. And obviously, I can't talk enough about the defense. Grace scares me when it comes to when they came out, they started passing initially, right? Mm-hmm. And we didn't realize that Harmon and Turner, yeah. We didn't realize Harmon and Turner was sitting in the backfield ready to take the game over. We had no idea. Yeah. You know, so they got some weapons. Yeah. That makes them deadly. And defensively, they get pressure. And that makes everything easier. So big credit to both teams. They played hard. They played well. Great game. They gave us a show. That's what's important. That's what we came for. That's why we packed the house.
That's right. I hope everyone enjoyed tonight's broadcast. I'd like to thank our partner in crime up top, Isaiah Yates, on our camera. Did a great job tonight. For Vincent Johnson, I'm Brett Swinney. We'll catch you next time. Here in Brook Hill, the final. Grace 23, Brook Hill 19. Thanks for watching high school football on NETsn. Y'all have a great weekend.
Peace.
Here at L4 Media, we talk high school football, 4A, 3A, and 2A in Texas. We talk East Texas sports. We talk NFL, guy talk, movie and booze. We also talk wrestling and so much more. So like and subscribe and check us out.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.